You're never gonna make it, you're not good enough. There's a million other people with the same stuff. You really think you're different? Man, you must be kidding. Think you're gonna hit it, but you just don't get it. It's impossible, it's not probable, you're irresponsible. Too many obstacles, you gotta stop it, yo. You gotta take it slow, you can't be a pro. Don't waste your time no more. Who the fuck are you to tell me what to do? I don't give a damn if you say you disapprove. I'm gonna make my move, I'm gonna make it soon. And I'll do it cause it's what I wanna fucking do. Cause all these opinions and all these positions, they come in millions, they blocking your vision. But no, you can't listen, that shit is all fiction. Cause you hold the power as long as you're driven.
There's no way that you make it. And maybe you can fake it, but you're never gonna make it. Are you just gonna take that? Make them take it all back. Don't tell me you believe that. Are you just gonna take that? Or will you fucking fight back? Fucking fight back. You ain't gonna make it, you ain't never ever gonna break it. You can never beat them and they're better than you face it. Thinking that they give a damn, you're not thinking straight, kid. No, they don't give a damn, you got what I'm saying? I'm not fucking playing, I'll give it to you straight, man. There's too many others and you're not that great, man. Stop what you're saying, stop what you're making. Everybody here knows that you just faking. Nah, I don't wanna hear it anymore, I don't wanna hear it anymore. All these fucking thoughts, they are not what I need anymore. I'm about to shut the motherfucking door on all you poor ass haters with your heads in the clouds, talking out loud so proud. You better shut your goddamn mouth before I do more speak out. It's about to head south. You're never gonna make it. There's no way that you make it. And maybe you can fake it, but you're never gonna make it. Are you just gonna take that? Make them take it all back. Don't tell me you believe that. Are you just gonna take that? Or will you fucking fight back? Fucking fight back.
Alright. Hey guys, what is up? Sixes Alert, episode 138. I'm here with my guy Drew from a Dem Bona fan club on Instagram. How you doing, man? We got a lot to talk about in a short period of time.
Yes, we do. Anfernee Simmons, Adem Bona, you know, all that stuff.
Yep. I want to say shout out to my guy STT Sports Network. He hates Kyle Lowry. I'm just gonna say that right now. This guy cannot stand Kyle Lowry, so we just troll each other on each other's shows and just say how great Lowry is. So he thinks he's better than Anthony Simons. Alrighty then. All right. We got Chogan in the chat at Dembona. We got a lot of people in the chat, guys. Make sure you guys hit that like, hit that subscribe, and I'm hoping that the Sixers have a good season. We'll talk about that. I'm not exactly confident in the Sixers as a whole right now. How do you feel about them as a whole right now?
Honestly, just not the best considering Embiid's injuries. And Paul George too. Just not really the best. And with the whole Quentin Grimes situation, just not really great.
Nah. I don't know if you guys saw my last video. I saw this thing on Twitter from Clutch Points where they were comparing Paul George to Jimmy Butler. And right now the video is doing extremely well. I want to appreciate everyone with the comments, with the likes, the shares, and everything. And for me, Jimmy Butler over Paul George any day of the week. Any day. So people in the comments were actually telling me I was wrong about Paul George. I'm like, I'm not getting into that. So without further ado, let's just talk about Adem Bona, shall we? Let's talk about it. But first, Where should they follow you on Instagram, man?
What should they at adem_bona_fan club.
All right, guys. So you can follow them on Instagram. There was someone that created a Dem Bona fan club, but that got banned apparently.
Yeah, it was
Right away, it got banned.
it was a fake page. We just had to get on that.
Yeah. So what you do? You just had everyone report it.
Yeah, we posted on our story, and just like 60 people reported it, and it just
Oh,
got banned.
that is crazy.
I
In a
know.
short amount of time,
It was
it's
like
already
45
getting
seconds.
really.
It was
God
crazy.
damn, that was quick.
I know.
Yeah, it ruled, man. I appreciate this. It is not Nick. It is not Nick. Just letting you know that, Arku. This is Drew on Instagram at Den Bona Fan Club. Make sure you follow them on Instagram. Let's just get right into it, man. How do you feel about Den Bona going into the season?
I think he's going to be a big role because Embiid's not going to be playing probably until December. And I just think he's going to be in the paint, getting the rebounds, being like really physical. He's been working on his less fouls, and I saw in Turkey. He's playing in Turkey right now, and I just think that he's going to be a force. Because towards the end of the last season, he was averaging almost 15 points a game and almost a double. So if he just carries that over, I think he can be really key in this offense.
Yeah, I definitely agree, and especially with Andre Drummond taking a step back. Especially how old this guy is right now. This is the perfect time for Dem Bona, to exceed, excel, and do all that great stuff, especially on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh yeah.
Like I said in my YouTube short where you guys shared on your Instagram, I really appreciate that.
Of course.
Especially on the defensive side of the ball, where I said he could have, given the time, he could average 3 to 4 blocks a game.
Oh yeah.
If given the time. So especially that athleticism. So we actually got a question here from Chogan. I guess this is the other owner of it, correct?
No, this is one of my other buddies. He doesn't own the club. He owns
okay.
he owns a Phillies page on Instagram.
Oh,
I think
okay.
it's Phillies Media. Phillies Media.
All right, shout out to Phillies Media, man. Follow me on Instagram, and I'll follow you right back. So,
Yes,
how does it feel to be personally touch a Dem? Okay.
Oh, I think he means like how does it feel like a Dem touch like how does he connect?
Oh, okay.
That's a pause though. That's a pause.
Yes, it is. It is.
I just think that I just think that Dem's just one of the best in the league, personally, and I think that if he can keep just excelling and working in the Sixers facility with Nick Nurse, because I feel like he can eventually get to Pascal Siakam. I feel like that's who he can be like.
He's got a long way to get up to there. He's
That's
got a
true.
long way.
Yeah,
He's got a real long
true.
way. I'm a fan of Bona, dude. I'm a fan of the Dem Bona, especially what he's become, especially in his offseason. So for me, how I see Dem Bona is I would love to see him start right away, especially with Embiid being out. But they're going to start Drummond. It's Nick Nurse and Daryl Morey. They're going to start they're going to start Drummond right away because of the veteran leadership.
Yeah.
Veteran leadership and experience that he has. They're gonna start off with him. Hey, what is up, my guy? How you been? I haven't seen you in a while. Salute my brother Mitch. What is the starting lineup for the Sixers right now? Now, the Sixers starting lineup can go in many different ways, especially with the young group that we got right now. So for me, I'm gonna let you go first. What do you think the starting lineup should be?
I think probably Maxey. Of course, Maxey gets in there. I honestly think Edgecombe should start, and then McCain. I think he should be in there because Grimes. We aren't sure about Grimes yet, and then I honestly think that Oubre should come off the bench, and we should get Bona and Drummond in there just to get rebounds. Honestly, just get the ball because we got shooters, so we just get the ball there, kick it out. Just let them work.
So I guess that Paul George, we don't know about Paul George, right?
Yeah.
He's basically not going to be playing. So with my starting lineup, I'm not going to have Paul George in there because he's not playing. Same with Joel Embiid, he's not playing. So same with Grimes, who the hell knows? But As of right now, I got Maxi, McCain. Actually, McCain at the 1, Maxi at the 2. Then you got Edstrom. You can
Yeah.
put Bona or not Bona. You got Ubre at the 4, and then Bona at the 5 or Drummond. So it can go any way. Janai Broom, guys, I'm a huge fan of Janai Broom. This is the guy on top of my mock draft, my big board of the NBA draft, and I'm so glad we got him. So, Janai Broom MVP season. All right, guys, come on. He is not going to be playing. He's going to be a two-way guy. Janai Broom is going to be a two-way guy. He's going to start out as G League and then go up whenever someone else can't play, like Drummond.
I think we
So-
got a comment from bball76. He said, "Can a Dem Bona be capable of being a starting 5 on a championship team?" Oh,
No.
I have to.
No.
I don't think yet.
Not in a long shot.
Yeah.
I'm just.
I don't.
No.
I just think that Adem, he just really needs to develop more with foul trouble. Because if he's gonna foul like that in championship games, you just can't have that happening. But I think that if he eventually develops to his full potential, then possibly. But right now, no.
Yeah. So right here, my guy Charles says, I agree, as I am very excited for Bona as the number 2 center. And as I remember the awesome game against the Bucks where he had a breakout game. Yeah, that was a big game from him, especially. So I have no thoughts on him right now. How was your summer league?
I think he means Adem.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I mean,
Adem
we
Bona
didn't-
stepped out.
We
showed
didn't
up.
play in the summer league, so
Yeah, we did not. I don't have any experience at all. But look, Adem Bona's got a bright future. I'm just worried about the front office. I'm worried about Nick Nurse. I'm worried about all of that because if it's a different coach who plays the younger guys, then I'll be more confident right now.
like he gives Kyle Lowry so many minutes. I'm not hitting on Kyle Lowry, but he just the amount of minutes he gets in the game is just crazy in my opinion.
Don't even get me started on Kyle Lowry, man. Don't even get me started. Like remember him in the playoffs a couple years back? I think it was game 2 with the inbound on the outside.
Oh yeah,
that famous inbound.
dude.
I'm just lost it. The guy is old. The guy can't run. He can't do anything right now. I'm getting tired of the veteran leadership aspect. I'm getting so tired of that right now. Like, okay, we're getting a mentorship. He's going to mentor the younger guys. But that means he has to be effective on the court, which he is not. He is not effective on the court, bro.
You gotta do both, you know. You can't just be a mentor and just be trash.
That's why he needs to be an assistant coach. He needs to be an assistant coach, like him having that tape on. I need to find that image. I need to find it. Like, I'll definitely find it at some point. Yeah. I'm definitely looking forward to I'm not looking forward to Kyle Lowry. What am I saying? I'm looking forward to more Dem Bona. How did you guys get started with your Instagram?
So we met Adem. We went to the Sixers game, and we actually had a Furkan Korkmaz jersey. I don't know how we had that. We found it, and we taped Adem Bona's name over the back, the same number. And we were holding the jersey up. And Keith Pompey, one of the 6 reporters.
Yeah.
So one of the other owners, he knew Keith Pompey, like he knew of him. So he was like, Keith, can you get Bona to come over? And Adem did, and he signed our jersey. So next day we made the fan club, and then went from there.
Can you fix your audio, man? I can barely hear you there. Anyway.
Yeah, you hear me now?
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, so did you hear the part about Keith Pompey?
Yes.
So one of the owners like knew about him, like knew of him.
Mm-hmm.
So we asked Keith if he can get Bona to come over to us because we were kind of near like one of the tunnels.
Mm-hmm.
And Adem came over to us and he signed the jersey. And then the next day we just made the fan club, and we weren't expecting it to get to this. We were just kind of expecting it to be like it's like a couple followers and like nothing crazy. But then we just got to here.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. And my guy Charles comes back and goes, you can't start Drummond and Bowman together while Embiid is out. No way. I'm right there with you.
Yeah.
Bona's going to be the backup. Drummond is going to be the center, and then that's where I have Oubre being the 4. Oubre is going to be right there because he's got, Paul George is out.
Yeah, I just can't believe that Paul George got hurt too. That was just crazy to me. Like in last year when it
Yeah.
happened, I was just so upset because like you just paid him all that money and just gets hurt immediately.
To be honest, bro, I wasn't shocked. I wasn't shocked because I remember when he first got injured last season, I went alive a day after, and then I was going through all the injuries. He had like 40-something injuries in his career,
Yeah,
40 injuries.
he
And
had that
I'm like,
one.
oh, here we go.
He
Yeah.
had that one really bad injury where like he broke his leg. Remember that?
Yes.
That
Yeah.
was so bad.
That leg. Oh my god. And he had injuries before that.
Yeah, I know. It's just like, dude, come on.
Yeah, I'm not answering that question, Jogan. I'm not answering that question, but yeah. So we got to talk about Anfernee Simons, man. I know you got to leave soon, so we're just
Yeah.
gonna wrap this up a little bit quicker. How do you feel about Anfernee Simons with the Sixer trade rumors? Because for me, we already have too many guards.
I honestly think that if we get Simons, we're gonna let Grimes go,
Yeah,
which I would hope. But
yeah.
at the same time, I just feel like well, you said too many guards. We have way too many guards on the team, and I just feel like we just need more bigs in the more bigs or just more physical guys. Because when Embiid's not on the court, just I feel like when Embiid's not on the court, a lot of things just spiral, and that's when Bone is going to come into play. I feel like so Simons, I feel like he can man the court a little bit more with Maxey, but we just got Edgecombe, we still have McCain, we have Maxey, we have all these guys. And it's just like I just feel like we do need another big or forward guy that can get on the court and just ball.
I'm gonna say this. Yabu, we shouldn't have let him go. We
Yeah.
shouldn't have let Gershon Yabusele go.
Oh yeah.
A lot of
100%.
people are gonna regret that. A lot of people are like, "Oh, Grimes is better. He is younger, and all of this." I'm like, dude, we don't have
Yabusele
a
was so
floor.
good.
Yeah,
He was.
he brings the grit. He works hard. I can go on and on, but it's just like Grimes. Yes, he stepped up. Everyone was injured. Everybody was freaking injured when he was stepping up.
Yeah, I know.
When everyone is healthy, Embiid, Paul George, Maxey, McCain, he's a 5th option.
100%.
He's a 5th option on that team. You can actually argue 6. You can argue him being off the bench. I wouldn't care.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just like he was not worth 20 mil. He is not worth 20 mil. No. For me, I wouldn't even give him 15. I would give him 13 mil a year.
I'll give him.
And that's me being generous.
Mm-hmm.
And that's me being generous right now. And I don't think he wants to be here.
Me neither. Honestly, I think that we
should
should just. I think that honestly, if Grimes doesn't come back, that's just horrible because we let Yabusele go to keep Grimes essentially.
Yeah.
And if he doesn't come back, it's just.
And then we got Trenton Watford, right?
Yeah.
We got Trenton Watford, and I was live when that move went down, and I'm like, guys, Yabu's gone. Yabu's going to be gone as soon as he signs it, and I'm like, yeah, they lowballed Yabu, and I'm still freaking mad about that.
Mm-hmm. And I just can't believe he went to the Knicks. That's just
dude. He
hurts.
paid for he bought a house in Philly.
I know. That's what I was saying. I actually sent him a message on Instagram. I said, "Come on, you bought the house. Stay in Philly." Next day, he goes to New York.
Yeah. Will the Sixers make the playoffs this year? That depends on Joel Embiid, Paul George. That depends on the whole team being healthy.
Depends.
Like right now, I have us getting 35 wins as of right now. ChatGPT, when I did it, had us getting like 44, 45 wins. But that's with everyone healthy. So I'm like, I can't trust anybody. I can't trust the team. I can't trust anything. And DFJ Hoops goes, real knowledgeable dude. He's talking about you, man. Salute to Dem Boner fan club. That's my guy. That's my guy, DFJ Hoops, man. We talk all the time. All we need is Kyle Lowry MVP season. All right. Yeah, you're smoking crack. I wish Morey had some balls to move up to draft Fleming in the second round, as Fleming's a long-term starter as a power forward, but Broom will just be a rotational guy. Look, Broom knows how to win. Remember him in March Madness? The guy was going off. He knows
Mhm.
how to play in big time games, and that's what we need. We need more leaders in this locker room. And look, Maxie was the only, not Maxie, McCain,
Mhm.
and Maxie had to call out Joel Embiid, but McCain was the only out there like leading. He was the best player as a
Yeah,
rookie.
he was out there. We got
Like,
B ball 7-6. A Dembo and
yeah.
Summer League thoughts. I thought he was
Summer
good.
League fun.
I thought he was honestly. I thought he was one of the best out there on the Sixers. He was just a defensive threat at all times. He was just protecting the rim. He almost. I think he got 3 blocks a game. Oh,
Yeah,
like after his first game, and he had many like he's got in the paint. He's got physical. He did have foul trouble though. He did have a lot of
yeah,
foul trouble, which was pretty bad.
yeah. Arku Kenny Pickett got traded to Las Vegas Raiders.
Whoa,
That is crazy.
that's
Yeah,
crazy.
he got traded right before I went live. Right before we went live, he got traded for like what, a fifth rounder? I forget what Arku was, it a fifth or a sixth?
I think it
Doesn't
was a
matter. He's
5th.
going to Raiders.
Yeah,
Something like that. He's going to the Raiders, which is
crazy.
beyond crazy. They needed a backup quarterback, so they got one. They got one, man. So,
Yep.
yeah, I would like to say thank you for coming on, man. I know you gotta head out, so
Yeah,
if you can let people follow you on Instagram, just let them know,
of
and
course.
I'm sure we'll talk soon.
Of course, yeah. Thank you for having me, man.
Of course, of course. Make sure you guys go follow Dem Bona Fan Club on Instagram. Really appreciate you, man, and hopefully we'll get your buddy here on one time.
Of course, yeah. I'll see you later, man.
All right, I'll catch you later. Talk to you later, bro.
See you.
All right. Yep. All right, that's a Dem Bona fan club. I agree. I like Bona. All right. Oh my God. I gotta stop saying Bona. God damn. I agree. I like Broom, so it's all good, I guess. Look, Broom is a guy that we gotta mold into a winner. And that's what he is, but we gotta keep on pushing. I know he's like 22 years old, right? Okay. And so, all right. I want to talk about Anfernee Simons, but first we're about to hit the 23 minute mark. Make sure you guys hit that like, share this out, and hit that subscribe button, guys. The last video that I uploaded here on the channel is going off. Really appreciate you guys supporting the channel on that. Comparing Paul George to Jimmy Butler is crazy. So, I don't know if you guys know, but Anfernee Simons has been in the rumor mill about possibly getting traded to multiple teams. Golden State Warriors were one of them, and the Sixers were one of them. Anfernee Simons is a young guard. He can defend, he can shoot, he can do all that stuff, right? He can do a lot of things on the court. We have too many guards. If we do trade for this guy, if we do trade him for him, oh my God, I can't speak. Appreciate you, man. We'll talk again soon. So let's actually bring up, what is it? Anfernee Simons stats. Let's go into Anfernee Simons stats. Here we go. Wow. The hell was that? Yeah, we'll talk soon. So let me just share the screen here. Here we go. So Anfernee Simons right now, this past season, he went off. He went off in Portland. He averaged in Portland right now 19 points per game, 3 boards, 5 assists, shot 43% from the field and 36% from 3, and 90% from the field, or from the free throw line. Dude, he was close to a 50-40-90. He was close to a 50-40-90 club. Wow. That's a dude, I'll take it, but it makes no sense. I like Simons, but the trade news doesn't make sense. What would be the trade? Help it to make sense to me. Who we getting? Grimes signing trade? I guess. I don't know. And they really want Grimes here. They really want Grimes. So I'm like, Sixers are out of it. But why would the Celtics trade him to the Sixers? People are forgetting that he's on Boston right now. The guy is on Boston. I don't want them to fleece the Sixers again. So why would they even trade him to someone in the division? Why? Can someone please explain to me? Why would Boston do that? Why? That's like a salary dump, I guess. I don't know. He just got there. And he's a good fit for Boston. He's a real good fit for Boston. So I don't see him coming here. I really don't. Anfernee Simons, good young player, but if Grimes does not come here, then we got some leeway. Then we got some leeway. We can go, okay, we can do this, we can do that, whatever. But he is not gonna be here. So I don't see anything happen with the Sixers and Anfernee Simons. I do not. So yeah, that's just crazy to even say. Same thing Sixers did with Jaden Springer. They could just dump him off here for some picks and guard possibly. Here's the difference though between Anfernee Simons and Jaden Springer. Anfernee Simons can shoot the ball. Anfernee Simons can shoot the ball. Jaden Springer can defend. He can do all of this stuff, but he wasn't a good shooter, and that's where Anfernee Simons comes into play. And I can see what you're getting at with the value and everything. If we could get something like maybe I am constant if Sixers resign Grimes, as I am fine with Maxey, Grimes, McCain, and VJ. I'm okay with that too. I am so looking forward to the young core. The young core right now is driving this team. The young core is working hard. They're putting their asses in the gym. They're doing all of this. So there's Sixers are just idiots. That's true. Jaden couldn't really. He's more a defenseman. That's why most of his highlights were blocks, like chase down blocks. That was basically him. So at least Springer. Oh my God! At least Springer trade got the Sixers to pick that ended up being a dumb bona. Dude, right? I gotta give credit to where credit's due, man. I gotta give credit to where credit's due. Daryl Morey can draft. When you look at Daryl Morey and what he has done, been Sixers basketball operations with him making all these draft picks, Maxey, McCain, Sinai Broom, Adem Bona. I can go on and on. The guy can draft. So for me, I'm just like, yeah, I really like Daryl Morey for that, but he still got to go. So there's actually this video I wanted to react to. Let me see if it's still here. Hold on. Let me see if it's still here. No. Here we go. Gotta wait for this ad to finish, but I found a vid. We're gonna be reacting to 76ers Now by Cat Sports. They're deep diving into the Anfernee Simons trade rumors. So as soon as this ad is done, we're gonna. All right, let me share the screen here, guys. Hit that like. Can someone tell me how many likes we're at on the stream right now? Can someone please tell me? I would really appreciate it. So let's just get right into this, shall we? Let me change the layout again. What is up, Blaze? How's it going, bro? How's it going, man? How was your gardening stream? I agree. Morey can draft except for moving up to get Fleming. I am telling you, I think Fleming's going to be a solid starter at power forward, but I can accept Broom as a consolation prize, I guess. Broom was the top of my mock draft. He was the top of my big board. 15 likes and stop bitching about it. Guys, shout out to my guy Blaze Radio. Every Thursday night at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, me, Blaze Radio, Rios from Just Fans Podcast, and Coach Ed Glandy from Coach Ed Sports. Pick and Roll Podcast every Thursday night at 6. Garden Stream rocks over 200 views, but vertical, so you know. Dude, I'm kind of done with vertical lives. I'm kind of done with it. But I might do it if I have some time or whatever, but I'm pretty much done with it. Let's get right into it. Surprising Sixers trade rumors on Anfernee Simons via NBA Insider. Let's go.
We talk about trade rumors a good amount here on the show, but these Anfernee Simons 76ers rumors just don't make a whole lot of sense to me. We're going to dive in to the latest.
The thing with Anfernee Simons is like we have too many guards. Anfernee Simons is a very good young player. We looked at his stats before. He averaged like 19 points per game with Portland Trailblazers. Now he's on Boston. Now Boston is rumored to trade Anfernee Simons to multiple teams, like Golden State Warriors, for example, and another team. But the Sixers are also in that conversation. Why would Boston trade Anfernee Simons to the Sixers? Why? Can someone please explain that to me? I don't understand why. And Anfernee Simons is only 26 years old. So that is a plus. That is a plus. Rumors. Sixers getting Giannis and LeBron and Kobe and Kareem. Wow. What? My guy Bruce is in the building. What is up, Bruce? You can't have enough guards. More guards. Yeah, well, the Philadelphia 76ers guards. Don't you mean the Pennsylvania Sixers guards? All right.
Why the Sixers are connected to the new Boston Celtics. But speaking of the Boston Celtics, since we're talking about them today, I talked to my good friend Tyler Smith, who hosts our Celtics Today channel here at Chat Sports. We're going to do a race to
All right.
Hoops Wire, who had this to say. The Sixers, along with the Denver Nuggets, among the teams that have expressed interest in a possible trade.
Okay, so it's the Nuggets, the other team. So it was the Sixers, Nuggets, and I saw Golden State.
For Celtics guard Anfernee Simons. Simons was acquired from the Trailblazers earlier this offseason.
Let me get into the chat real quick. Mitch, I was watching the Phillies game, but they are doing bad, so I wanted to say hello. What's the score to the Phillies? Not Sixers, it's the Philadelphia 76 guard. We need 76 guards, not 69. Mitch, do you feel we should trade for him? We can't. I mean, we can, but we have to give up our younger guards to get him. But I don't see the Sixers doing that. Chat Sports is for posers. It's a joke. Shut it down. Simons is just a fake story by somebody. Sam Amico right there. Phillies doing bad. It's 3-3. Jeez. Oh, it's only 3-3. Phillies win all the time. Get over itself.
As a part of a deal for veteran guard Drew Holiday, of course, Boston making a whole lot of moves this offseason. Boston has reportedly explored flipping Simons elsewhere, but to this point, they have been unable to find a team willing to do so. Of note, Simons can't be traded.
By the way, Blaze, how did you feel about Kenny Pickett getting traded? No.
Traded for about a week or two.
You can get this
Ad. God, I hate ads. Another ad. All right, let me share the screen again. Here we go.
We get to the start of September. I'll say this before we dive into the player that Simons is and what a trade could look like if there is legs to this. This rumor, out of all the ones we talk about, this one better not have some truth to it, because I'm not a fan personally of Anfernee Simon's game or his fit on this team. But speaking of how much validity there is to this rumor, look, Sam Amico, he's not a nobody, right? You can see almost, well, just over now, 76,000 followers over on X/Twitter.
Everyone was saying you couldn't trade Pickett. LOL. Actually, it's a good safe move for the Raiders since our backup with the ring. Sixers need to focus on how to get long-term answers at small forward and power forward soon, as I think Sixers will use Oubre in a trade by the trade deadline along with Gordon and Drummond draft picks. Okay. Oubre along with, I don't know if they would take Gordon and Drummond though. That's the thing. I don't know if they would. I mean, they're halfway done by that point, so maybe.
Senior NBA writer for Hoops Wire and has worked for Fox Sports and is part like this in all that right. So I want to be able to have these discussions and talk about it, especially when it's a player who is being connected to Philly, not just a player who might be traded, but the Sixers' name was thrown in there in that mix. Look, Anfernee Simons is a fine player. He's a talented offensive player. He's built up, a nice career thus far over his first few seasons with the Portland Trailblazers. Came in the league very young. I think spent 6 or 7 years there in Portland before being traded this offseason in the Drew Holiday deal to Boston. But look, there's a reason that Boston took him in and now is looking to ship him out. And the Sixers team, we've talked about this again and again and again, does just not need more guard play, especially with the skill set that Simons brings, because he's not a very good defender. In fact, he's a pretty poor defender. And when
He
you
can
throw
defend
Quentin
to a
Grimes in
degree.
this equation, I talked about Malik Beasley, someone who has a very defined role who you're signing for cheap to potentially come in as another guard. You don't need someone like Simons, who is a lead guard.
What draft picks can Sixers use in future trades? The Clippers 2028 unprotected, which I don't want to trade at all. That's the only one I actually know. That looks like a solid team even without Paul George and Embiid for real. Again, it's the young guards. It's the young core that we have that makes this team worth watching, that make them more competitive. Mitch, I feel Boston would take PG and so we could trade for him. Hopefully they can, but Mitch, I hope we don't trade Maxey or Grimes. Well, Grimes is still not on the team yet, but I think Maxey's untouchable for the foreseeable future. I think he's stuck here. I think he's staying here.
Not really a playmaker all that much. It is going to cost you not only his expensive salary, but also you have to trade for him. Now, again.
Wait a minute, Blaze. What days are those Eurobasket League again games? What day are those?
Simons is a good player, not an all-star level player, but not someone that.
Look at his shooting from three. Look at his shooting percentage from three. It's keep on going down. Like from 2021, it had 41%, then 38%, then 39, went back up, then 36. The year for Portland, I think, in 2022, dude, he had one season with 21 points per game, the next season with 23 points, and then it went down 3. So the guy can put up points. The guy can shoot. Sorry, why do I feel like am I doing something on Wednesday? Oh, yep. I'm gonna be on Heart of the City Wednesday night.
Teams are gonna totally not want on their squad. You can see he's been a near 20-point per game guy over the last few seasons. Of course, he's been in Portland his entire career. And look, the offense has never been the concern with Anfernee Simons. The concern has been, one, can he play efficient basketball? You can see, 42, 43, low 40s from the field, not bad. The three-point shooting, honestly, pretty good. But can he play efficient basketball on a winning team? Can he work as an off guard? And so that's why, look, it's going to be a no for me, all right? It's going to be
It's a no for me, too. but he can play off ball.
No, for me, dog. Like his style of play.
It's gonna be a no for me, dog. That is so cringe. That is so fucking cringe. It's a no for me, dog. That's cringe.
Next to Tyrese Maxey doesn't make a lot of sense to me personally. Again, he's not a good defender. He's got, some length, but pretty thin, pretty skinny. Has developed the offensive game to the point where, earlier in his career wasn't great at drawing fouls, attacking the basket, things like that. He's developed his offensive game where he's a skilled player, no doubt. But look, you already have Maxey there. I'd rather just have Grimes because, look, if you trade for Simons, I doubt that Grimes ends up returning, and Grimes just brings a better skill set than someone like Anfernee Simons. Again, the Celtics traded for him.
That is super cringe. My God.
Earlier this offseason because they were trying to get off of the Drew Holiday contract, and they're already looking to flip Anfernee Simons. So, look, as a player, he's solid. He is talented, but I'm not so sure he can play winning basketball, especially with the skill sets that the Sixers team needs. I just do not think that Simons does provide that. Be honest with me here before we continue this conversation on Anfernee Simons. Do you believe these rumors from Samanico are true? Do you think the Sixers actually have expressed some interest in Simons? We know Daryl Morey likes to get involved in these trade talks. Give me a simple yes or no.
I don't
down
see
below in
it.
the comment section. Get involved. Now, let's just say, for the sake of argument, that they are interested, that this report is true, and Daryl Morey has reached out to the Celtics to at least have some preliminary discussions on bringing in Anfernee Simons. What could a potential deal actually look like? What do the Sixers have to give up? What might it cost? I'll tell you what, it's pretty hard to put together a trade here. But before we do, I have a great new item that I got to tell you guys about that you can get your hands on right now if you go to chatsports.com/Thunder.
Another ad. Yeah, the final year of Anfernee Simons' contract is like 27 mil. So yeah, that's not gonna happen. That is definitely not gonna happen. Alright. Look, just getting tired of these trade rumors. Man, I'm getting really tired of it. But at the end of the day, it's just off season right now. We're getting closer. Training camps. There's going to be more coverage on the channel. So, yeah. Oh, what about this? Hold on. Hold on one sec. I'm looking for something. Alright. Guys, if there's anything, I'm trying to find another video or something. There was this article I found earlier. I just can't find it now. Alright. Found it. Sixers guard detailed Joel Embiid's leadership. This is kind of interesting because now, especially what happened this offseason or this past season, with Joel Embiid, and I always forget, or not forget, I always think of the time when Joel Embiid and Kelly Oubre were both on the court, and Oubre was getting back on defense, and Joel Embiid yelled at him for not picking up his man, then it ended in like a huge scuffle. And I'm like, Oubre's been there since day one, right? Oubre's been there. Joel Embiid has been out due to injury. So I'm like, Embiid, what are you getting at, bro? You're just hopping back right in, and then you're like, look, it's still my team, like everything. I'm like, dude, no. Despite struggling with a knee injury for the past 2 seasons, Joel Embiid continues to be a leading voice within the Philadelphia 76ers locker room. The former MVP is a genuine superstar that is an ideal leader for a roster that carried championship expectations during the struggle in recent years. During an interview with Sixers on Sports Illustrated, Jerry McCain detailed why Embiid is such a core part of the Sixers roster. McCain also explained what makes Embiid a high-level leader and its impact and the impact he has on the teammates, not just on the court, but also behind the scenes during the training season. Sometimes it's vocal, sometimes it's just by his actions. You could tell when he walks into the gym. Certain energy it shifts. McCain said people want to impress him. You want to see what he's like when he steps on the court. It brings the whole level of a practice, the whole level of the game up into a different level, and I think that's the best part about him. So Embiid played in 19 games last season, therefore McCain is yet to get the full Embiid experience, which also means there is more for him to learn, especially regarding the Joel Embiid's leadership and can galvanize and or deflate the roster depending on the situation. Both the Sixers and Embiid have eyes on a championship push. Winning the Larry O'Brien Trophy is clearly a primary goal. Therefore, the veteran big man leadership will undoubtedly a core factor of the Sixers' bid for its success, as how everybody stays on the same page as the NBA schedule throws in inevitable twists and turns. Joel Embiid, if he was more healthy, right, the leadership will be an entirely different thing. If he wasn't missing practice, leadership will be a total different thing. It's getting crazy that this whole thing with his injuries. McCain had very nice words about Jared McCain and Embiid's leadership. But here's the thing: on the court, Embiid only played 19 games. He doesn't have enough experience to play with Joel Embiid throughout the season. And McCain did get injured. So once Embiid was on the court, McCain was off due to injury. There's another thing right there. But behind the scenes, when they're now on the court, off the court stuff, Joel Embiid does teach Jared McCain some things, mentorship and all of that. And the leadership is just there. But when it's on the court, his leadership is not there, in my opinion, due to injury, which is not his fault. It is not his fault at all when it comes to that. So, YouTube TV is having Fox this week. What exactly is going on with that? What is going on with that, Arku? I'm so confused. Oh, that was a couple days ago. So what exactly is going on with that? I'm so confused on that, man. I'm so confused. Appreciate the 18 likes, though. We need 2 more for 20. Oh! I'm stupid for that. I am beyond stupid for that. Dude, this whole thing with the... Yeah. Looks like that's not going to happen this season unless it becomes a reality. Unless they come to an agreement. Found this. Joel Embiid's extension absolutely looks worse by the day for the Sixers, for the 76ers. So, gonna share this. Here we go. Joel Embiid's extension absolutely looks worse by the day for the 76ers. When it comes to the Philadelphia 76ers upcoming season, is there anything we really know for certain? Maybe one of the biggest question marks remains Joel Embiid, and unfortunately his contract situation only serves to make this matter more complicated. The Sixers are probably among the biggest wild cards when you talk about the 2025-2026 NBA season. This team sustained so many injuries last year, it's hard to accurately gauge on how well they will perform. On the other hand, I think everybody is so low on both Joel Embiid and Paul George at this point. They're likely to come out of the game and surprise a lot of non-Sixers fans. Realistically, Realistically, the best case scenario for the team is still an exciting one. Philadelphia could easily finish next season with the top 3 record in the Eastern Conference, given the talent on their roster and the pressure of injuries indurating the rest of the conference. But the flip side, of the coin, it's the part of that is a bit more stressful to consider. If the Philadelphia 76ers deal with more injury troubles, especially to their stars, things could begin to unravel rather quickly. As per the usual, this conversation is always going to bark to Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid's health is a question mark. Well, no shit, it's a question mark. Everybody, look, okay. So basically, they're just deep diving into the injury right there. Then there's the contract piece. Embiid is about to be playing on the final year of his old contract, which preparing to earn $55.2 million next season. After that, his new deal will take effect, and he'll earn $187.6 million over the next 3 years. This contract is crazy. This contract for Joel Embiid is beyond crazy. The contract about to expire. Yeah, then he's got the other one coming in. So Joel Embiid is 30, so we're gonna have him until he's like what? He's about to turn 31, I guess, or he is 31. So he's gonna be here till he's 34 or 35. This organization is notorious for keeping fans and media in the dark about the medical status of its players. I agree. When was the last time we heard about Joel Embiid and his status? A couple months ago, and that was when they were saying, "Oh, we'll give you an update in 2 weeks." Biggest mistake is extending Embiid. I agree. There should have came to a point where should have traded him at the highest value possible, so we wouldn't be in this mess. This is why I'm keep on saying this organization is going in 2 different directions. The young core, Tyrese Maxey, Jerry McCain, VJ Edstrom, the older guys, Joel Embiid, Paul George, Andre Drummond, Kyle Lowry, Eric Gordon, etc., etc. They're going in 2 different directions, and I'm like, we're stuck. Joel Embiid is stuck. We're stuck with this. Beyond terrible. Like, they knew about his injury too. That's the thing. They knew about this. And I'm like, why would you put more of a headache on yourself? Why would you do that? I get it for the future, right? The expectations. You think he's going to get better. He'll be back to his normal self. But he's not going to be ready for training camp. He's not going to be ready for week 1 or game 1 against the Celtics. He's not going to be ready for game 4, probably. Game 5, game 6. Who knows when this guy's going to be ready? Guys, let me know in the chat. When do you think Joel Embiid is going to play? Or is he going to be forced to do medically retirement? Because medically, he's going to have to retire. Is it going down that route? God, I hope not. I hope not. This contract with this and Paul George, we pretty much have 2 of the worst contracts in the league. You also got Bradley Beal, that whole scenario. There's a lot of players with bad contracts, but when you look at these two, they're the icing on the cake. They're the icing on the cake on how bad these contracts are. When Joel Embiid was going off against the New York Knicks in that playoffs, and he did a self alley-oop. He dunked it, he landed on his back, then everyone gasped. Whenever Joel Embiid lands on the floor, the whole crowd quiet. The whole crowd silent. You can hear a pen drop. You can hear a pencil drop. It's just like, it's beyond ridiculous with this, man. Beyond ridiculous. Embiid's health is ultimately it's still a question mark for Philadelphia. It's absolutely fair for Sixers fans to not really know what to expect when they first see Joel shoot up and return to the floor this fall. He's been progressing in his recovery from knee surgery and expect to be ready by the season opener, but there's no telling what version of Embiid we're going to be getting. So now they're hoping that he'll be ready to go by the season opener against the Celtics. And we don't know which version we're going to get. We don't know what version we're going to get. Please, the real Joel Embiid, please stand up. Please, the real Joel Embiid. Will Joel Embiid please stand up? Will the real Joel Embiid please stand up? Let me know in the comment section. Let me know in the chat. How do you feel about Joel Embiid's contract extension? How do you feel about this whole situation? It sucks. A lot of my fans who are Sixers fans, they don't want to go to a game. They turned down free Sixers tickets. That is right. My friend turned down free Sixers tickets. Free. And I'm like, damn, man, damn. It's that bad for you, huh? Fans are not going to games because of this. Because of this contract, because how bad they're playing. It is crazy. I don't blame my friend for not going to games, for not going to free Sixers games. I don't blame him. I would be in the same boat. Make sure you guys hit the like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. MK out. Peace. All right. That'll be clipped. Yeah. All right. Really hope you guys are doing well. Guys, hit that like. We only need 2 more to 20. Exile. If Embiid and George can't play, then are the starters Maxey? Well, we don't have Grimes. Maxey, Grimes, Oubre, Wofford, and Bona. Maxey, Grimes, Oubre, Wofford, Drummond, or Walker. Who knows? Who knows? Don't forget about. So you're not starting Edwards? You're not starting Edwards or Edgecombe? You're not starting VJ Edgecombe? Hit that like. What is it about this like and those likes? Ha! Funny. All right. We're gonna pretty much head out. That article really pissed me off about Embiid's contract. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna lie. Appreciate the Dem Bona fan club on Instagram for popping on. Appreciate that. Hopefully we'll do something again. What's good, Ryan? What's good, man? Guys, again, make sure you guys hit that like on the video. The video is doing really well. Really appreciate you guys watching that. And it. We don't have Grimes. We don't have Grimes yet. I don't think we're getting Grimes. All right. Yep. All right, guys. I'm going to head on out. Make sure you guys hit that like, hit that subscribe. I'm going to try to put out a video tomorrow. I may go live again at Dog 6 tomorrow night. We shall see. Hit that like, subscribe, notification bell. Catch you guys. Peace. Hold on. Google said it's highly likely that Grimes will sign with the Sixers. I don't believe it until I see it. So, yeah, guys, I'll catch you guys later, man. Peace. Have a good one.
You're never gonna make it, you're not good enough. There's a million